Hi everyone, this is Chantel. So in this video, I'm actually going to show you all how to make a headband out of fabric. And this is what you'll need. You'll need a sewing machine. You'll need some fabric. Best type of fabric is a net because it has a good stretch. A really good stretch. And it has stretch both ways. You'll need scissors and a thread ripper. Alright, so let's get started. So first thing is the fabric needs to be about 6 inches in width, and the length needs to be the circumference of the child's head plus 8 inches. So for this one, her head is about 20 inches around, so 20 inches plus 8 inches, that's 28 inches. And the first thing we're going to do is adjust our stitch number, which the one that we need is this one right here, so it can have a good stretch. If you don't have this one, you can use one of these, preferably number 3, and just kind of space it out a little bit. So let's turn it up. There we go. Right, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our fabric and we're going to put right sides together. Now, if you are just starting out, a beginner, it is best for you to try to pin all of this together so it won't be so hard for you to try to keep it all lined up. And the stitch allowance, we're going to do 1/4, about 1/4 of an inch. Alright, so you can see how it does. I'll slow it down some and zoom in. Now, for you to do the curve, what you're going to do is you're going to leave the needle down, raise the pressure foot, and a lot of people call this pivot. So that's what you're going to do. Let the pressure foot down, and then you can continue. So I will actually be right back so you do not have to sit here and watch me sew this. Now I want to show you all this. Once you get to a certain point, what you need to do is raise the needle up, raise the pressure foot up, and you're going to skip a little bit, about 1 inch, so you'll be able to flip it right side out. And then you're going to let the pressure foot back down and continue sewing. Okay, so we have that sewn, and I want to show you. You see, it stretches with it. So now for that opening, this is what we're going to do. You're going to take it, you're going to turn it. Knits are usually pretty easy to do this, so you don't really need a big opening for it. Okay, so one thing that I usually do when I have to do something like this is I find the opening and I take my finger, if I'm able to do this. If I'm not, like if it's too thin, I get a pencil and I push it right there to the corner to get it out. And I do it to each end that I have that in. Alright, now you have it turned right side out. Now for this right here, you should use a ladder stitch. I don't like ladder stitches, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just going to stitch it right across in the same method that I used when sewing the other part. So I will be right back. Alright, so I got that stitched closed. You see it's still stretchy. If you use a straight stitch, it'll actually break. So now what we need to do is tie it. So I'm actually going to use my embroidery hoop. You can use a picture frame. It doesn't matter. You just need to make sure that it's kind of like a rectangle. Now measure up the sides to make sure it's completely even. And we're going to tie it so you can see. Now, oh, that's just one simple knot. Let's add another so it can look good. Now, if you do it this way, it'll end up and down like that. But if you do it this way, you'll have it side to side. Now, I actually learned that technique from a woman on YouTube myself, and I always tried to figure out why when I tied it, it would be up and down. Well, she actually gave a clue. First, when you're tying it, I'll do it over again so you can see. When you first tie it, you go left over right, and then once you do it again, If you go this way, right over left, is going to end up upside down. But if you go left over right, it's actually side to side. So I was like, oh my gosh, that is so simple. And now I know. Okay, so let's take this off. And now we have a headband. It looks so great. I hope I was able to help someone. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a very good day.